Welcome back to Under the Twin Suns, live from the scruffy Womp Rat Cantina after a little hiatus for, Womp's Giving Day. It sounded worse, it sounded better in my head than it came out. But I'm sticking with it. I'm doubling down. My co-hosts are here. It's I, Cole. My friends Steve, the Chris, and the Ruben are with us this evening.
Borgs are delicious.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. They look very, very tasty.
Is there an animal that you like other than a porg that you think would be like really good? Because for me, it's bantha. 'Cause I guess just because like I always talk about like bantha steaks and stuff, and I just feel like I want to eat a bantha.
There's always good
Hmm.
looking kebabs in Star Wars is something I've always noticed. Like they're really good at putting things on a stick with meat. The street
Yeah,
meat always
yeah.
looks pretty good. Am I a terrible person for saying a loth cat? What?
You think Great Dragon would be tough?
No, I think it would be really, really good because it's always moving and it's must. This is not on the topic sheet, but I like how we got into this. I think Crate Dragon would actually be like almost like Gator, like really hard to extract, but once you kill it, it's freaking delicious.
When does it become cannibalism? Like, can we eat Wookiees, or is that not okay?
I think once they become humanoid, it's cannibalism. And
Okay,
technically, Wookiees are
okay.
not a humanoid species, so I think you're okay. Anywho, we're back. We took a couple weeks off just because holidays and whatnot. But we're back with many topics. This is probably going to be a longer episode because we got a lot we want to talk about. So let's start off with our first topic of, okay, we had a listener topic suggestion. Shout out Tom, huge guy, great fan of the show, big fan of this guy. He had a great question the other day. We were talking about all these high value cards that have a lot of different art rares, like the Vader commanding the First Legion, or the Millennium Falcon piece of junk, or the Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight cards. Like those are three of the big ones. Poe Dameron, the Resistance card. That's another one. They just have so many different art styles and expensive versions of the card, and even the original versions are still relatively expensive compared to the rest of the game. Do you guys think we're going to see some reprints coming with set 7, or do you think there are certain cards they're just going to leave in the dust for eternal mode?
No. I don't think they're gonna reprint a lot of those cards. Um, and if they, okay, let me rephrase that. If they reprint those cards, they will have different artwork on them. Because for those who are collectors out there, it'd be kind of a feel bad moment if you were there for the very beginning of Spark Rebellion, you got Vigilance's Super Laser Blast, and then they reprint it set 7, 8, or 9 or something along that line. No, I think it's way too early to reprint those cards. And I also think that they may not reprint those cards because those cards are so powerful. Um, so I would say no for me.
I agree with that. I don't think that they're gonna reprint Vader or Avenger or any of those cards, but I could see them bringing back, like for instance, we saw Death Trooper get reprinted, and that's
Mm-hmm.
just like a solid card. It works with with what they've got going on. It's not overcosted. It's just a good card, and it's fun to play. And I could see like a card like Inferno 4 doing something like that too. It's fairly costed, it's still playable. It's got a very unique effect, and it does kind of play into like the whole like Sabe wants to look at the top of your deck, and like Obi-Wan wants to play off the top of your deck. So Inferno 4 even could work in the new block as well. Um, so that's just
Mm-hmm.
like the first card that popped out to me as something that they could reprint.
There's one card I need reprinted, and when I say I need it, I mean me, Cole, the player, because of the way I play. If we do not get resupply reprinted, and credit tokens are not easy to generate in green, that's gonna upset me. Because I'm not listen, I'm not discounting that there are other ramp cards. There's resupply carrier, which is a 6 drop. There's That actually might be the only one that's left. Huh.
Well, I won't bust your balls. I won't break your heart too bad, but I do not think that Resupply will
Yeah,
be
I know.
reprinted just because of the last video they put out. They were interviewing the set designer, and he said that there is a Resupply like
Oh, okay,
card,
that works
like
for
it's
me.
like their version of Res. So it's going to be something like it, but it probably won't be as good.
That works for me. Because I like ramp. It's the way I like to play in Magic. I like to play it in Star Wars. It's just a fun mode for me. Chris, do you think there are any reprints we'll be seeing?
I'm sure that we will see reprints. What they look like and what they are, I don't know. Like what Steve was saying, I mean, some cards like Death Trooper, we've seen that reprinted like 4 or 5 times now.
Mm-hmm.
I could be off on the number there, but I just know that we see that a lot. Um, I am with you, Cole, where like resupply, that's something that I would love to see reprinted. And a lot of the double aspect cards, like Vigilance, I feel like um, having, playing double aspect decks will be pretty crappy if we don't have those staple cards for them. But I kind of agree with the group that I don't think they're going to get reprinted, at least for a while. So, maybe like, the next step we're seeing, multi-aspect cards. So maybe that's the way that, I don't know, maybe we're going to see some kind of weird, um, leaders that have multi aspects as well. And so maybe that's the way that things will move forward. And we're just gonna, they seem to, I've talked about gimmicks before. It seems like, maybe we'll get some new gimmicks to go with, and instead of double aspects, we're going to get multi-aspect leaders, and double aspect won't be something that we have in this new period moving forward. I also agree with Ruben that I think if we do get any of the cards of some of those staple cards seen, like a lot of the reprints that we've seen, like Death Trooper, it's the same art unless it's a special card or a special version of that, then we'll get alternate art. But I do think if any of those major cards like Vader or Luke or something got reprinted, that we would see new art of that, because I think it would just, a lot of the promos, etc. Those are new art, so it feels like they don't have a problem with any of the staple cards per se, with coming up with new art for those to make it fresh as well.
Agreed on all counts. As a double aspect player, I would love for a reason to stop being a double aspect player to explore diversity. I'm really the multi aspect is really cool to me. I'm looking forward to putting that Han into my Rebel Twin Sons deck just because I love more one drops that do fun things. So it sounds like we don't think a lot of reprints are gonna happen. I think we'll see. Here's where I think we'll see a lot of reprints. Okay, here let's talk about the next topic, the Precon Twin Sons deck. This is gonna lead into my thing. So we were talking pre-show. There's I think there's 6 images up on the screen right now of what the announced Precon Twin Sons decks will be for the set 7, which is going to be there's going to be the premier focus as normal with the normal set, but they're finally embracing Twin Sons as like, okay, this is going to be the thing that helps the community a lot. This is what's going to get people out and playing. It's a cheaper way to get into the game. It's more chaotic and you can get more people playing it. So we've announced 6 decks: Rex and Ahsoka, Anakin and Padme, Asajj, Ventress, and Dooku, and then Savage and Maul. I'm sorry, that's 4, not 6. I can't count. So those are coming in the spring with the new set. And we were talking about this before the show, whether we think these leaders are going to be the same leaders that we already have, or are they going to be new leaders and new cards. I think they will be similar leaders, those same leaders that we already have. The Rex is what's doing it for me for that one. I think that'll be Rex and Legends of the Force Ahsoka. But the other thing is there is no Padawan Anakin leader, and there's no Savage Opress leader.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
Yeah, I don't think I think these should be new leaders, honestly. You want to, and I want them to be, and I'll say this, Twin Suns, um, leaning towards Twin Suns more than anything else. Because a lot of leaders you
Hmm.
play them, you can do them in Premiere, but these should be like Twin Suns specific. Like maybe, for example, Dooku has two aspects for him. Two different colors, whatever. Just because I think it's a good way for people to kind of see, how the aspects work. But if they did these Twin Suns with the new format, they're saying they're going to release Twin Suns in 2026 with these precons. If they don't use different leaders, I think that is a big missed opportunity here. Um, because if they make them Twin Suns specific, everyone knows these are Twin Suns leaders, so you don't have to worry
Hmm.
about they're not gonna be played in Premiere. Now, that's just my hot take on it. If they use the same leaders, I think that's a bad way to announce this game because everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, we already have these leaders. Cool. All
Hmm.
right, cool. We already have a lot of these cards. Cool, great." They need to be something that needs to be juicy, something spicy, something different. That'd be like, "Oh, this is really cool. I should play Twin Suns."
So you think we need to use this campaign as getting Premier players to play Twin Suns? I saw it more as getting Magic Commander players to play Twin Suns, but I see your reasoning and logic now.
Yeah, I mean, just overall thinking of the game. You said it like at the beginning of this that getting people to play this game is trying something different, and I kind of like the fact that Twin Suns they're marketing this right. How do you market something? You make it different than what you have right now. Everyone knows what Twin Suns is, but how did you get involved with it?
Hmm.
Make it something really special, and I think what you just said with the Magic players, I think this would be a great way to kind of show it because we already know if as Magic players that play this game, there's tons of precon decks that they have, right? That are specifically made that are just like, okay, this is a card that you see in here, and they kind of do they still do this now? Do they make their some of their commanders like bigger? Like they have those little big commander cards that they have. Do they still do
They
that?
stopped doing that, but they're like cardboard now. They did it to cut
Yeah.
costs, but I know what you're talking
So,
about.
but I just think they should do something really special with this set when they release the stuff to make it like, okay, why would a commander player from Magic want to play this game? I think that's a good,
True.
good, 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 good point too.
And the other thing that I would like to see from Commander is the different price point of decks. Like there's some really cheap intro decks, like maybe 20, $30, and then there are some crazy precons that are like $80 that just go ballistic. So I'd like
Is
to
that
see
just the
something like
IP
that.
related though? Isn't it
No,
like
not
that?
always. No, it's also a power thing.
Okay,
Like
well,
like the
yeah.
Edge of Eternity's decks that were in universe decks, one was like 30 and one was like 65 because they were vastly different power. Good question though. But no, it's sometimes with the IP, but mostly it's with the power.
I
I
think
think. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
sorry. I agree with Cole on that. It'll be interesting to see what the price point is. Like I think talking about the power, it's like if you had a Vader, for instance, like one of the original Vaders in one of these decks, then that deck is going to be more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Also, talking kind of adding to what Ruben was saying, I think maybe we could see some of the oversized leaders with these decks because if you think about it, the gift set that we just saw come out that had the oversized Qui-Gon, so it's not like that would be something that FFG hasn't done before. They just did it with the gift sets, so it's very possible we could get these leaders in oversized format as well. I think it'll be very interesting to see what they do here. I agree that the marketing will be important. It'll also be interesting to see what are in these decks. If they are reprints and lots of different cards that we already have and have already seen, if they're, all commons and uncommons and not any rares and legendaries that are hard to get, I think it could be a flop. Whereas, if we start getting some rares and legendaries that are really hard to get out of packs, I think that could make these decks much more valuable even to premier players as well, and be like, oh, I've opened two boxes and haven't gotten a single copy of Figure of Unity, but hey, it's in this deck, so that's another added bonus of grabbing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
that Darth Maul and Savage deck came with like a Darth Vader pilot for some reason, I would pick it up because I only have the one, and I'd rather get a Precon than rip a crap ton of packs.
Okay, I got to let me jump in real quick here. See, five
Sorry,
seconds
go
here.
ahead.
I just want to say something with the reprints that you guys were talking about. If they did a reprint of, let's say, the normal Vader, like Spark Rebellion Vader with a
Yeah,
different
Commander
art in
First
this
Legion.
deck, boom, huge sell. I'm telling you right now, that would go nuts. People not only will they get the Vader, but they'll get a alternate art Vader in this Twin Suns deck. One, but you'll still get it. I would buy it
I don't
for it, just for
disagree.
that.
There's a perfect example from Magic right now, and then Steve, I know I cut you off again. I'm sorry. They reprinted all of the Final Fantasy Commander decks for the holiday season, and every one of them comes with one special promo card inside of it, and I'm debating buying the whole deck because I want the promo card. Go ahead, Steve.
I was just gonna say I really do hope they take advantage of this and they do put some really really expensive stuff like reprinting it so people have access to it. But with that said, it's like this particular is gonna be Clone Wars themed. It looks like, and what could they reprint from Twilight that's like really
Ooh.
expensive? You know what I mean?
The
So like throwing
technically
Darth Vader in there would
Cad
be
Bane
like it would be
is the number one.
yeah, Cad Bane, but like I'm thinking like there's no vigilance. There's no I guess you could throw vigilance in there, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like there's no Vader. Luke Skywalker wouldn't make any sense. Um so I hope in the future, maybe they do like an OT um a themed pre-con set. That'd be kind of cool. And then they could throw in Vader and Luke and all that. And maybe that's what they're planning on doing. They're just going to wait until they get a little bit more unattainable. But I do think that these are going to be new leaders. I think somebody
Yeah,
had already pointed out that Savage doesn't even have a leader card, so it's definitely got to have one for
yeah.
him. And it would be really lame if they made one guy a leader card and then just gave us all the old ones. That would be really
Mhm.
weird.
Yeah, I
Um,
just yeah, I'm just,
we don't have a Clone Wars Anakin, so
There's no Padawan Anakin either. Yeah.
I would also say too that again, if you're getting anyone into a format or anyone into a game, using the most iconic characters would probably be the biggest selling point for
Mm-hmm.
me. Now, granted, uh the introduction, the Hoth set, had Vader and was it Leia, I think were
Yeah.
the two leaders. Like the Twin Sons, they should have done something like that too. I'm not saying that Darth Maul isn't the, super iconic guy. I'm not saying he isn't, but if they had a Vader, if they had Luke, they had Han, something along that line that people are like, because okay, and I'll say this right outright, not everyone would know who some of these characters are. Not saying
but
anything,
I
but
think Ruben's
that's
like,
just me.
yes, for those
but
of
we're
us who don't
old.
know who Savage Opress is, but someone
Right.
say it in the
But
back.
we're old, Ruben. Like like our Star Wars is Darth Vader, Princess Leia, Luke. But a lot of these like younger generation guys, it's Savage Opress, it's Count
Mm-hmm.
Dooku, it's the Clone Wars. So they're just
Yeah.
appealing to that generation, I think, more than us old
So
people.
yeah,
I'm often
okay.
reminded
So
of how young I am in this group, but I remember sitting at the lunch table as a child debating after seeing the episode where Savage Opress starts to go look for his brother and it's all debating like is it actually Darth Maul or is it a whole gotcha thing? I remember that specifically as a vivid memory.
yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, I don't know. I look at it that it's just like if you are looking to sell something as a brand new product, who is your target audience? And if you're saying that's what it is, Steve, and that's their target audience, then we shall see. We shall see if that'll be a really good people like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I know who these cards are. Let me get it. Oh, I understand it." Or those people who are like, where's all the people that we know from OG Star Wars.
Maybe this is just an apology for how Twilight went down. Like, oh man,
I
we're so
wish.
sorry we screwed that up.
We're
here's
like,
a whole
hey,
here's a
remember
whole
that
Twin
part where you
Sons
all hated the
precon.
set? What if we did a second part of it?
Oh my god, what if it's like coordinate and exploit again and it's just all
Oh my
forums?
gosh.
They just do it again.
It's one of those they're making fun of us.
I
Listen,
mean,
there are
yeah,
some coordinate cards that aren't terrible, but I would love to say I found an exploit card that's good, but I've never found that.
if you know
What,
Clone War,
sacking your whole board for
Oh,
another unit
Chris,
isn't
sorry.
good?
No, it's not.
I was just gonna say, if you know Clone Wars, you'll know these leaders.
I do love the Clone Wars. It's probably my. I still think the Old Republic's still my favorite stuff, but Clone Wars is a
Yeah.
close second. But Cole can't have a Canderous Ordo unit because, yeah, I can have a Warrior of Clan Ordo. But why would they give
Yeah,
me
they're just ball
Canderous?
teasing you now.
Dude, they really were. Like it really was not chill with them. But I mean, I'm excited for the precons. We'll see what happens. So there's a video that's been floating around. There's been there's been a lot of these videos, and frankly, I can't say it hasn't partially been me too on Market Report with my doom and gloom. Where a lot of people are saying like, Star Wars Unlimited isn't really selling anymore. It's having a hard time right now with the community. And there was a Mike Gems video, and I'm just gonna kind of turn it over to Steve because I think he remembers some more of the finer points than I do of that video.
Oh yeah, Mike Jim from KTOD, he put one out there. It was basically like, and I don't want to like talk, speak for him, but the general idea that I got when I watched it was, um, don't come into this game to try and make money. Hold on to all of your legacy staples because there's going to be an eternal format coming, and I don't know. It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit because I don't have unlimited funds to be able to. I don't can't put as much money in this game as I would like to. So sometimes I do have to sell the showcase or whatever I have to be able to like continue going. And he kind of rubbed off on me a little bit like, well, why are you selling your Luke Skywalkers? You know you're going to need them for Eternal. It's like, well, maybe they need them to buy into the draft next week or whatever. But I do agree with some of his points when he was saying like, there's people who come in, they try and play like the stock market. Like I know that we delve a little bit into that with the market report, but I don't think we're not saying go out and buy 20 Luke Skywalkers because they're gonna go up $2 next week. We're not playing it that hard. We're just saying, hey, look, you might want to pick up this card or
If
like
anything,
general advice of like, what's that?
if anything, Steve, the show is a perfect example as to why you don't treat this crap like a stock market. Because how many weeks do I go, yep, I lost more money this week. Wasn't that neat?
Oh, Twilight boxes are down to $25.
Dude, you're not kidding. They're 32. That's totally a side point, but oh my god, you're
Oh
not even
my
kidding.
god,
They're so cheap. But
they're
yeah, no, exactly what Steve
32.
said. Like, even in market report, I'm not like, here's how to make a lot of money. I'm just like, this card could see some value increase. Don't like go buy all of them, but maybe it would be nice to have one for your collection.
Wait, what
Yeah, it's
box is
maybe he's just
$22?
Twilight boxes TCG player price this morning that I checked it was $32 for a box.
Jeez.
I mean, there's nothing in there.
But yeah, I don't think that people should come into this and be like, I'm gonna make this my job and I'm gonna buy 50 Nemics and then I'm gonna sell them next
Are you
week
telling me
for
the the room of grown men selling Pokemon and Labubus is a sign of a bubble? Is that what you're telling me, Steve? Telling me that Pokemon fell off a cliff 20% last week and it's beautiful?
Oh, I love that.
Oh, we love to see it. Dude, when I don't know if I've talked about this on the show. I've talked about this off the show for sure. When I went to Richmond Collecticon back in, I want to say that was July or August. I swear to God, every other Pokemon vendor also had Labubus, and that was the moment that I went, it's a bubble. It's a bubble.
Yeah, so I'll say this about the video. And my take is, I look. Everyone has a different lens when they play games. Mike said that he's a competitive player. He wants to be, play the game. He wants to do well. And all that stuff. There's collectors. There's folks who want to play and have fun with their friends and just, meet people and just play a game, from time to time. Um, and my side of it is, I like to organize the game. I like to get people to play, try different things. But again, I've been playing this game since it came out, and is it perfect? No. There's a lot of things that they could do better at. But with my experience with FFG from the first TCG that I played with them, Star Wars Destiny, to what it is now, it is way better than what Star Wars Destiny did. Um, you know, this new Store Showdown kit, and I know I show pictures in our local Discord, it's actually playable cards. uh, and I think are they,
Oh, thank God.
they're learning maybe they're learning something from that because none of the store showdowns that I can recall were all that great. Maybe a couple of them were, but this is out of by far is the best one they've
Grand
done
Inquisitor
that I
was
can think of.
aight.
I mean, but what I'm just saying, like overall, like just just the fact that I think that with Secrets of Power that they released, and I say this, maybe it's just me, uh, but I really think Secrets of Power is by far one of my favorite sets, especially for limited. I think it has changed
Yeah.
so much for the game. Like I don't know how the PQs are gonna look, but I'm telling you, plot is a game changer. Disclose is a game changer. You can do so much crazy stuff with it. I would like to see something along that line. I really hope to see PQs do something with these plot cards that are out because I really think that it really can shake up the game itself. So overall, my opinion is that you know with what he's saying on the video, it depends on what kind of player you are at the end of the day. Because for me, meeting you guys, like I met you guys through this game, we know how much money we put in this game. We already know, okay, a lot.
Yeah, I
If
don't
the
want to
game
talk
ended
about it.
tomorrow, it was worth it. And
Yeah,
that's just
I'd
me,
agree with
because
that.
we'll still be playing Twin Suns at the end of the day. We'll still be playing Twin Suns because it's a lot of fun, right? So, my hot take on that was just like I agree with some of the things he said. Maybe the tone, wasn't probably to go with it, but I think he was just kind of people are just saying the same stuff that we see on Reddit or wherever you're at. This game is dead. This game is dead. It's not dead. It's only
That
dead
game.
if you don't play it.
That game.
If you don't play it. So that's just my opinion on it.
Chris.
I mean, different people get into games for different reasons, and we all need to respect whatever folks' reasons are. And if people want to sell their cards because they're playing for Premier and they don't plan on playing an Eternal, then you know, sure, you can make a video that says, "Oh, you're making the biggest mistake ever,"
Hmm.
but it's their prerogative. So I'm gonna stay in my lane and mind my business, and that's that.
I can also totally see a world where different pockets of different play styles emerge, like with Magic. Like Magic has like 50 plus versions of how to play, like historic, brawl, alchemy, blah 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 blah, alpha, beta, blah 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 blah. I could see a world where like Premier is popular here, Eternal is popular here, Twin Suns is the vibe here. Uh, I'm gonna be honest. I don't see Trilogy popping off. It's too much stuff. It's requiring too many
It's too much
cards.
work.
It's too much work.
Yeah, it's too
Listen,
much
it's
work.
too much work. It sounded fun in theory. I like the idea of what we're doing with a Trilogy tournament much more than I like of the idea of me and Steve playing Trilogy one on one.
I agree with that completely. The trilogy tournament, like that that was a very, very smart idea there. But yeah, it's too much work to for one person to have to do trilogy by themselves.
So Steve, you want to tell us
Yeah,
about your brainchild, the tournament?
yeah. Well, I just watched the Beatle tournament in Atlanta that the Bothan Network put on, and was inspired and said, well, if they can do that there, and it was really popular, we could do that here. So I got with Ruben, and he helped me set it all up, and basically it's just 3-on-3. Everybody shares the same deck restrictions, so um, it's been a lot of fun, man. My team and I have been collaborating all week on, okay, well, you want to play that, or I'm going to play this, and okay, we've got this matchup covered up. So like we've been having a whole lot of fun with it. Just getting our ideas in order, and even coming up with team names has been fun. We've got about like 20 that we have to pick one from. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited, and we've got a lot of room left. If anybody listening wants to get in on it, leave a comment below.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. My team just finished up making our list last night.
Yeah, I was able to take my deck, just the first draft of it, to the shop on this past Monday and played Dante with it. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "Yeah, I don't see any units." And then he was saying, um, "Oh man, I'm getting you. I'm smoking you." And I had like maybe like 12 damage on my base or
Oh
whatever,
no.
and I didn't do anything to him. And then I flipped over, like I played Avenger, and he had no units in his hand, and or he had no units, and he was like, "Oh." I'm like, "Yep, it's over." It was just
Yeah,
like
that's
he
what
didn't
blue
realize it.
does.
He didn't realize it. Like I knew exactly where I was at in the game, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm doing all this damage. You haven't done nothing yet. Watch me, I'm smoking them." I'm like, "Okay." And then when he knew, he knew. But it was really funny watching that transition from him, seeing that. But yeah, I'm really excited about doing this. I think it's gonna be so much fun. I know that a team event is a blast to do, and the fact that we're all kind of doing different things. We came up with our name. We came up with Rogue 3, which I thought was
Man.
clever. Um, so we're gonna go with that, and really excited to see what our decks do. And we may go there, and we may go 0-3 or whatever we do, but it's gonna be so much fun. That's all that matters. We're just gonna have a
I
blast.
can't wait. I'm playing a deck I don't normally play, so it'll be fun.
We also got our Carabas sleeves, our
Yeah, put some
sleeves on
respect on our
Carabas back.
names. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so getting it out there.
If you like the
I
show,
had somebody
support us on Carabas by rocking the sleeves. We don't want your money. We just want you to get the word out. I've been uh I've been looking forward to what we've been talking about recently. For those fans who are listening, the Star Wars Holiday Special is widely considered to be the worst piece of media and material ever produced by George Lucas. And we're gonna watch it. I have confirmed it is on Disney Plus, Steve. So I've got it.
Is it really?
I think so.
Isn't it on
Wow.
YouTube as well, though? Where
It's
did
on
we say it
Yeah,
was
YouTube,
it's
at?
yeah,
also on
full
YouTube.
full
We got a
length.
version of it.
Yeah.
Either way, I remember renting that
I
at
have never
Blockbuster
seen
as
it.
a kid.
I've never seen
You're
it.
not missing much, but you're about to find
Hey,
out.
hey, I
You
want
kind
to
of
see.
wish you hadn't seen it.
You are. You
Okay.
legit. Yeah.
All right, I think I might have put it on like briefly just to see exactly if I got the right thing. And like, okay, and I could tell the production value is going to be wow, just for the
It's
first
crap.
minute or. Oh, I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to watch it
Dude, you
because
got
of
coked
how
out
bad it
Carrie
could be,
Fisher, freaking Harrison.
dude.
Harrison Ford who doesn't
Harrison
want to
Ford
be
just
there.
there for a check.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Luke Skywalker's fresh from a car accident. His face all effed up.
He was off the space lean.
They put so much makeup on Mark Hamill. He looked rough.
He was looking like the
Yeah, it's gonna
Joker
be
come
fun.
to
I'm
life.
excited. Yeah.
So like, how do you guys decide who to attack when you're playing Twin Sons, and why is it always Ruben?
So Ruben always wins.
It depends for me. I won't attack Ruben if he's not playing that double blue restore deck. But if he's playing the double blue restore deck, I mean, I just got to get my licks in because I know what my future holds.
Well, I tell you what. I tell you what. That deck's purpose is to help everybody out. When I first built that deck, it was like, this is my hug deck. I'm gonna help people out. I'm gonna put tokens here, and I do it from time to time. But then when I start, when Tyler plays with us, he's like, I'm just attack Ruben. I don't care. Whatever you do, I'm attack Ruben. I'm attack Ruben. Like everyone can have like a board state, and I have like one unit out, and he's like, I'm swinging at him. I'm swinging at him. Now, and who do I attack? I at the very beginning, I really just randomly choose someone, at that. But I also kind of look at to see where everyone's health is at. Is anyone got a clear advantage with an arena? If someone's really doing well in space, so are they doing good on the ground area? That would kind of determine who I attack, because we got to make sure that you got to keep them honest. If you keep letting them build up their board state, then they're going to get too many units or whatever, and then it's going to be hard for you to dwindle that down. So I kind of look at it politically. Who do I attack? Hey, if I kill this guy, will you help me out or whatever? Hey, you get one free swing and whatever, something like that. There's a lot of negotiation that goes on when it comes to Twin Suns, and you may be winning and then all of a sudden you lose.
Yep, I would agree with all that. Chris, how do you pick a target?
I mean, it really depends on what's going on the board. In the beginning, I'll agree, it can be kind of random. Um, of course, grudges can be held over from previous matches. uh, just saying.
Ain't that the truth?
Uh, but yeah, and then of course, I think we always kind of try and keep things on an even keel until things really start dialing up, and then then it just depends on the board state.
Monsieur Steve.
Send them into silence. I love it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, my technical difficulties here. No, I'd agree with pretty much everything everybody's already said. Like most of the time, I'll vocalize it out loud. I'm gonna attack you because you have more life than us, or I'm gonna attack you because you have restore over there. I'm gonna attack you because your name is Ruben. It's usually just vocalizing it.
So people are aware of what's
Helps
going on,
smooth
right?
it. Yeah, exactly. Smooth it over a little bit. That way, there's no hard feelings later. Um, or sometimes I'll say like, look, I got to attack because I have this trigger I need to do.
Yeah.
Are you good with that? you know. Uh,
The good old let my trigger resolve and I'll help you out next time. Chris, do you have a piece of cardboard selected for the audience's favorite game? Cole names that card.
What's that card?
No kidding. That's what we should rename this.
That's what we should name it. Yeah.
What can I say? I'm pretty great.
You know what? Okay. Let's just do this. Let's change this game up.
Okay, go
Why
ahead.
don't we
Ruben.
give everyone 3 guesses, but you 2?
3 guesses or 3 questions?
3 questions, and you only get 2.
Gotcha. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
All right, cool.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Let's go Ruben, Cole, Steve.
Would this card be okay? Let me change this up. What
Hold on.
type of let me here's the
Okay.
question.
Chris is like, oh god, let me get ready.
Let me
Alright.
pull up what the weekly plays for
No, I'm not asking that question anymore. That's a cold question. You can use that as one of 2. All right. What archetype would this card be played in?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a good
Yeah,
question.
spicy.
It's Trap Chaff.
I mean, I would consider this semi-control, but also semi-mid-range. I mean, it's kind of a versatile card.
What is the cost of this card?
3.
This card an event?
Yes. None of you also, by the way, none of you have asked what set this is from, so I'm just going to give that out as a freebie. This is from Secrets of Power.
Ooh,
Oh.
it's the new one.
Ooh, it's
Ooh.
I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh.
I figured that may throw you all off because I'm
Dang
sure
it.
we're all
I'm
thinking
in trouble.
All right, here we go. What rarity is this?
uncommon.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
I'm so proud of you, Ruben, if you actually do.
What?
I'm very
How do you
lost
know
right now.
what it is already? That's insane.
I don't know what it is. I'm just trying to get in Cole's head.
What aspects, Chris?
It's just a command card.
I might know what this is.
Just a command card, and it's in. Can you describe the art of this card?
Sure. There is what I am presuming is a man. He looks like he is kneeling in front of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what I think are monitors. And there are large, elongated heads looking down from the monitors on this person's kneeling.
Okay, now I'm lost.
So Cole has to make a guess, and we have one more question. Is that correct?
No, I get to hear the questions. That's not how this works.
Oh, you gotta leave. You gotta leave. We'll let you know when you come back in.
No. That's not what I mean. Like,
yeah, I don't get a question.
He's asked 2 questions, but he has to guess on his next. This is his next time he has to actually guess, right? So he would actually have to guess before Steve gets to go.
Oh, I didn't understand that term. I've been tricked. Whatever.
Wait, is it
Steve? Go. I'm just thinking of my guess.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Gosh, I'm not really good at this game. Is this card with I think it's with thunderous applause or something?
You get to ask a question if you would like. You still have a question.
So the answer is no.
Oh, that was smooth. Okay.
All right. Let me okay. So, gosh, what are the traits?
Law.
Is it evidence of the crime?
You know, as much as everyone's going to be angry, I think you are close enough to give that to you.
Oh, no.
Oh, I was way off then.
What's the name of the card?
Charged with corruption.
No, I wouldn't give me that.
I wouldn't even give that to
That's
him.
what I was. Yeah, that's what I was thinking it was.
Oh, okay.
We would definitely wouldn't support that decision.
Evidence of
Chris.
the crime is a card from Shadows. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it's a card from Shadows. I'm wrong.
I
Cole's been bribing.
I mean,
the host.
No, I thought he was thinking of the right card.
No, I was
checks in
100%
the mail.
off. The checks in the mail. Yeah, that's
is
where.
It okay? Yes, that's fine.
You guys always ask me how much money I spend on cardboard a month. There's actually a giant check that goes to Chris so I can cheat at this game every week.
Oh, the truth comes out. I love it.
Okay,
so
right.
Padme. No, it's Darth Vader. Close.
In my head, I thought he was thinking of the correct card. It sounded similar and close.
Yeah, We understand now, Chris. We figured it out. Only 40
game was
something
rigged from the
episodes it took us
start.
to figure this out. Damn, we need to be better at this game.
Well, I think Ruben and Steve tie to win that one somehow.
Hey.
I'll give
But
it to
either
Ruben
way,
because he
thank
hasn't
you for
won
joining
before.
us for Under the Twin Suns in the scruffy Womp Rat Cantina. We're glad to have you back. We'll have another episode to you next week, and let us know your thoughts below. And have a good evening.
Later.
Bye.